Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's question comes from a homeowner who wants to know what are some habits of people who have clean houses. Now I love this question because yes, it is about habits and it's about systems. And if you follow those habits and systems every single day, you will in fact have a clean house. There are lots of little habits that you can create, but we'll go over just a couple today just so that you can kind of get your wheels spinning and you can be thinking about which ones you want to implement. Okay, one of the first things that I recommend is having a place for your paper. So if you're coming in the house and you're bringing coupons and newspapers and mail and things like that from outside, take them to one spot in your house. This is not the time where you lay them on the kitchen cupboard or you take them in the bedroom or they get scattered throughout the house. Bring all of your papers into one area and you need a designated area for your paper. Now, when you get to that designated area, there are going to be a couple of things. You're going to have a filing system. Let's say that you have a bill that comes in and it's due in 2 weeks and you're not going to deal with that today. That needs to be filed so that in 2 weeks from now, you will know something's going to trigger that and you're going to pay that bill. There's also a paper shredder there. So if you get credit card offers in the mail and things that are sensitive and privacy related, you want to shred those documents. And so you want to make sure that there's a little system that's set up. Now, do you need a fancy filing system? No, you do not. I simply have a milk case that has some hanging file folders in it. And in the file folders, I have those, I think they're 11 by 13 envelopes that are standing up inside those hanging file folders. On the flap of the envelope, I have written whatever the bill is. So if it's my power bill, it will say the name of the power company on that flap. And so at a quick glance, I can see that really quickly. And everything is filed, everything is exactly where it needs to be. Then on my regular schedule, and this is another habit that successful people who have clean homes have, is they have a schedule. And so maybe every Sunday morning you sit down and you go through your accounting and you pull out all of those bills and you pay the ones that need to be paid. So it's an excellent system, but it's very simple. And if you're using software now like the Quicken, it sucks all of your bills in so that all you have to do is quickly verify that those bills have been paid if you set them up on an auto pay, or it can trigger when you need to pay them if you write the checks. So there are software programs that make accounting so easy now. There's no sense going through all kinds of pain and misery because you're disorganized. So just get organized, have a place for your paper. Okay, then the next thing that I want to recommend is don't have any extras of anything. Let's say that you have 3 or 4 different bedrooms in your house because you have multiple people there. All of those people do not need a paper shredder and a stapler and all of these things that they're going to use for their personal stuff. That's a lot of extra stuff in your house. What you can do in your little office area that you've created that has your paper shredder and your bins, you can have a bin for each person's things. So when they bring their homework in, it can go in their bin. When they bring in their own mail, it can go in their bin. And that way they can sort through, they can shred stuff, they can file stuff, and they can put stuff away, and all of the paper from the whole house is in one place. So don't have any duplicates of anything. And this goes for the kitchen as well. It's fun when you go shopping to pick up another cheese grater or another cutting board, but you don't need 12 cutting boards and you don't need 4 cheese graters. You can only use one at a time. So get rid of all of the extras. And spring cleaning is a good time to pull all that stuff out. Take a little bit of an inventory and get rid of all of those things. You don't need all of those things. All right, another tip for people who have clean houses is wipe surfaces down as you go. And so let's say that you're putting your makeup on in the morning and all of your makeup is on the counter. When you're done putting your makeup on, put it all back in the little bag, wipe the counter down, and you're done. It was so easy, right? If you're cooking a meal, cook the meal, you're gonna rinse the dishes out, put them in the dish drainer, wipe the cupboard down, and you're done, right? That was so easy. Because it's easy to maintain and it always looks nice. That is a habit of successful people who always have clean homes. All right, when you make your bed every morning. It's just a rule. It's just a rule, just do it. It will make your whole entire bedroom look clean. And if you make your bed every morning, it will prevent you from putting things on your bed that don't belong. Stuffed animals, toys, shoes, clothes, dishes, electronics. Those don't belong in your bed, right? Your bed is designed for sleeping, not for storing a bunch of weird crap. So get all that stuff off your bed. Your bed is used for sleeping. When you get up in the morning, make your bed. Boom, we're done. See, that was so easy. I love this. These habits just make your life so easy. All right, I just mentioned stuffed animals. I have to tell you something about stuffed animals because I'm not a fan of stuffed animals. If you have a tiny child and they're just addicted to one little stuffed animal, give them one little stuffed animal. You don't need 100. Here's the problem with having 100 stuffed animals. They might be cute, but they collect a lot of dust. And there's not a very good way to clean them unless you have a vacuum attachment and you're very diligent about it. But we've talked about bed bugs. Bed bugs can hide in fabric and they hide inside stuffed animals, as well as anything that your pets bring in the house. So if there are any little fleas or ticks or anything that your pets bring in, unbeknownst to all of us, that can hide inside your stuffed animals. So unless you have a really good reason for having a stuffed animal that you're able to wash on a regular basis, just get rid of them. You don't need them and they don't serve any purpose other than they collect dust and they hold little bugs and varmints. And they're not easy to clean and they take up space. All right, the other thing is get rid of extra pillows and blankets. Put them inside a linen closet. Nobody needs 10 or 12 pillows on your bed. Now, it might look pretty, but that's a whole lot of pillows. Unless it's a guest bedroom and you're just storing it to look pretty, you don't need all those pillows. And they also collect a lot of dust. And then when you go to bed at night to pull off 12 pillows, where are you putting them? You're putting them on the dirty carpet? Why do you need that many pillows? So make a rule of like 6 pillows per bed. I know how people want to make these Pinterest-looking bedrooms. All right, that's fine. But like 6 pillow limit, right? You don't need 10 or 12 or 20 pillows. That's just obnoxious. And like I say, it collects dust. So get rid of all that extra stuff. All right, talking about your bed. The nightstand that sits next to your bed is a magnet. And it collects all kinds of weird things like chapstick and hand lotion and books and retainers and dentures and things like that. Guys, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't belong on your bedstand. So move that where it belongs. Your teeth do not belong on your bedstand. They belong in the bathroom as you brush your teeth at night or you take your teeth out or you put your retainer in. All that stuff can happen right there in the bathroom. And that way it's not sitting next to your bed collecting dust during the day, right? Now, what needs to be on your bedstand? Whatever you need that night. Your cell phone or an alarm clock. That's probably it. Maybe earplugs, maybe an eye mask. I don't know. But there don't need to be all kinds of seashells and weird little things that just collect dust because that's right next to your head where you sleep. And if there's all this dust and stuff, guess what? You're inhaling it. So get rid of it. Clear off the nightstand. Keep it clean. Maybe there's a lamp on there. That's it. That's it. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. All right. So we could go on and on and on, but there are a whole bunch of little tips. I hope this gives you a place to start. Just start thinking, am I doing any of these things? Could I be doing any of these things? And would any of these things help me to have a cleaner house? All right, so that's it for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.